I was addicted for about 10 years, you guys. 10 years. I was addicted to Vicodin. I was addicted to Percocet. I was addicted to doing anything pretty much. But one thing that I could say I never touched, and I'm going to say this first and foremost, it don't make me no better person than anybody else that's going through the troubles of addiction, but I've never touched heroin or any hard drugs as such as those. But I have to say, man, I am lucky to be where I'm at today. I'm finally sober. 2026. Here we are today. I was about 19 years old, taking Vicodin. My son was barely born. It was about 2012. And here I am, about 13 years later, 14 years later. I'm 32 years old now, you guys. All right, so here we are in the beginning of January 2026. And I met a girl named Cielo in 2025, in the beginning of 2025. And my life really changed a lot for the better after I met her. I'm already 2 years sober at this point. And I'd have to say, after being addicted for so long, like when I first decided to get sober, I had to separate myself from anybody and everybody that I knew. Like, even family, certain people in my family, and also just like people that I thought were my friends that really weren't the whole time. The people that you're around and the things you watch and the things you listen to could really very much heavily influence you into doing and being the things that you are today, you guys. And you really just got to watch with who you hang around with, because as for me, I felt like the neighborhood I grew up in and everyone I was around really had a big impact on how I ended up being addicted to pills. But I have no one to really blame but myself, because I am my own man, I am my own person. But most definitely, like, being around certain people, it influenced me and it made it easier to become an addict. I even got to the point to where I was taking fake pills, the pills that had fentanyl inside of them. And I always told myself that I'd never let it get that far. I always thought that fentanyl was a scary thing. But when you become addicted to opiates, it's like you do anything to make that feeling go away, that feeling of being sick. And I have to tell you guys, like, man, you don't want to take your addiction that far. You don't even want to be addicted in the first place. But for me, my addiction went very far. And there's nothing I could do now but, just try to do and be better. And every day, it's still a freaking battle. It's a battle to stay sober. But I'm doing good. I feel like I'm doing well for myself. But yeah, it's just like I wouldn't say that I wish, but if there might be a chance that I could go back in time and never have touched any type of pills, I'd go back and do it, right? But that's not how life works. And the reason I am where I am today is, it's my journey. I met the girl of my dreams. I'm with Cielo now, and everything is going good. Everything's going great. I'm happy. It's crazy, you guys, how life works, right? I like making videos about my addiction because I really want them to reach out to people, and I just want them to hear my story. And there's a lot to my story. There's more to it than me making these little videos. And maybe one day I'll make a long, in-depth video of it, talking about my whole story and everything that went on. But as for today, I just enjoy doing these videos because it helps a lot with everything I have going on, because I'm an addict. And me making these videos, I became addicted to making YouTube videos. I became addicted to wanting to go far. I want to do this for a living. And I know I can, but there has to be like a certain niche. And I'm trying to niche down to kind of just doing these videos about addiction, because I know addiction is a big problem in America. I know people go through it. I know it's tough, and I know that it's hard to become sober. For me, whenever I decided to become sober, going through the withdrawal was the hardest thing I ever done in my life. The hardest thing. Whenever you're deciding to become sober, right? You will go through the worst of the worst of the worst. These withdrawals are just like horrible. Cold sweats, shivers, anxiety, throwing up, depression, hallucination. You can't sleep. It was bad, and it lasted like a whole month for me. A month. And I'm just like, when is this going to be over? It felt like it was never going to end. And that 1 month felt like 3 months. I'm not going to lie. Like, it was horrible, but it was very much worth it once I made it to this side. Once once I got to the side of being sober, it's like, wow, like I could really do and be anything I want to be in life now. Like I could chase my dreams because there's nothing in the way. Being addicted, it kind of blocks you from wanting to do and be anything. Like I didn't have no passion. I had no dreams. They were all just down the drain. It was like I was just walking through life and I was just walking through dark clouds. Like every day there was like a gray filter over my eyes. Like anything and everything that I saw was just gray. And it's just crazy to me that I let my addiction get that far, to the point to where like I didn't care about nothing. Hygiene was horrible. Everything was just bad about me. And I was not a good person to be around. It was like, when you're an addict, you don't care about other people's feelings, and the people that it hurts the most is your family. You're gonna hurt your family because they worry about you. They don't know if you're gonna make it to see the next day. Every day it's like, my sister, she told me whenever I was an addict, every day she'd be so worried about me if I was gonna live to see the next day. And that's not a good feeling to put on your family and also on yourself. It's not cool. It's not cool. And I know a lot of music we listen to nowadays like glorifies the use of drugs. And I like rap music, don't get me wrong. But you guys got to listen to it with a certain extent in your brain, to where you're not soaking it in and you're not letting it influence you to be these types of things, right? Because whatever you listen to, whatever you're watching, it has a big influence on anything and everything that you do in life, okay? So say this, right? You watch videos that has to do with talking about being a millionaire, a billionaire, doing things in life that are great. You're most likely going to be a millionaire or a billionaire or whatever it is, okay? Whatever you're soaking in is what's influencing you. So remember that, okay? But yeah, so like I said, you guys, we're in 2026 now. I'm sober as can be. I might drink a little bit of alcohol here every now and then, but I know how to control myself, and I know not to let it become a problem or a habit, because I know what it's like to go through the withdrawals when you decide to become sober. And honestly, I like to be clear-minded. It feels good to be clear-minded, you guys. Okay, so man, I know you guys been watching this video and you're probably wondering like, who's in these clips that I'm putting inside this video. That's my girl. And when I got with Cielo, she has 3 kids already, okay? 3 kids. I have 1 biological son, and whenever I got with my son's mom, she had a 2-year-old. She is now 18, and I am still working on trying to build my relationship back up with my son. Some of you might judge me for this, right? I lost my family that I had, my son's mom, due to me and my addiction. And I still talk to my son, every so often, as much as I can. It's hard to really like word it for you guys to understand where I'm coming from, but me and my son, he kind of like, I made him lose trust for me after all the things I put him through. He saw me overdose. He saw me, be absent from time to time. Like whenever I'd live with him and his mom, when we all lived together, I'd be out late at night. I'd be gone all day. And now that I'm sober and I feel good about myself and I try to ask him to come back into my life, it's just like it seems like maybe he don't trust me. So that's another thing you guys got to take into consideration. If you have a family, you're going to tear your family apart, okay? And I don't think that's something that you want. It ain't worth it. Choosing drugs over your family is not something you want to do. And I'm going to admit to you guys, it hurts me. It hurts a lot that I made certain decisions to where I was not with my family because I've rather been out doing other things, making poor decisions. But all I could do is just right my wrongs and try my best to be a better man and not make mistakes anymore like the way that I was. All right. So yeah, it's going to come with a lot of pain if you guys decide that you want to be doing drugs. You decide you want to take pills and just choose that over family, because you're going to hurt everybody. And you're hurting them now if you are addicted and absent, but you're going to be the one hurting later when people and your family are not trusting you to be around you because everything that you put them through. Like for me right now, like I hurt to this day. I hurt to this day that I can't have my son around as much as I want him to be around. I still talk to him. We talk on the phone. I text him. He texts back. But it is hard to get him to come and be with me. But all I know, you guys, is that right now I'm trying my very best to be a better man. I'm trying my very best to be successful. There's nothing in this world more than I want is my family back together, as in I want my son here, you know, and also my son's sister, which I look at as my daughter, okay? And now I'm with Cielo, and we have 3 kids together. You know, her kids are mine now because we're together, and that's what family is. You choose to be in a relationship with someone that has kids, and those kids are your kids now, okay? But anyways, you guys, that's going to wrap this video up. I'll be coming at you guys more with more stories and talking about addiction, okay? But as for now, this is going to wrap this video up. I hope that this could reach and touch people in a way to where if you haven't made the decision to where you became addicted to something, I hope that this prevents you from becoming addicted. You get what I'm trying to say, right? And if you're watching this right now and you're addicted to whatever it is, opiates, whatever the hell it is, I hope that this video could help you out. And I wish nothing but the best for you, and I pray for anyone and everyone out there that is going through the disease of addiction, that you guys all get better, okay? Get sober. It's going to be better, and I know it's not easy, but just keep trying, okay? Keep trying for yourself. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves, you guys, okay? Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves, and I will see you guys later in the next video. Let me know how you feel about this video. Drop it in the comments. Please drop me some likes. Please drop me some comments, and subscribe. Peace out.